Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. Let me turn it down a little bit. This is AV. My name is AV. If you're the first time you're joining me, we're here live at the Traphouse with AV, and I'm AV. It is a DIY show, and we are gonna have some fun. We're gonna make DIY flower crowns. If you're wondering what this flower is on my head, and it matches my pillow, so I think that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I can't see everybody who's joining, but thank you. All right, we have my great friend Jillian. Oh wait, I gotta bring it down. See, both people in the Traphouse, they can't wait to meet you guys. They can't wait to talk to all of you guys. But she has this movement called the 1215 movement, and you may or may not have been seeing it on Facebook, but what does that mean? What is 1215? And she's going to explain it to us, and why we are doing DIYs with flowers. Jillian, come down.
Hello.
Hello.
To the Traphouse fans. I'm so excited to be.
Yes.
I'm on, like, this is the couch.
It feels like the Apollo. You know, like the Apollo couch? And then you have to, like, rub the couch before you come on.
Absolutely.
And you are here.
I'm here.
Yes.
Hello. Traphouse viewers.
As you can see, she's a step ahead of us because she already has a flower in her hair. Now, tell us a little bit. One, what is the significance of these flowers? Because everyone who knows you knows that you wear flowers like everywhere.
The flower in my hair. So I'm from Hawaii, and that's just a traditional thing that we women adorn when we're there from there. But the significance behind it is, you wear it on the right side and you're single, and then if you're not single, you put it on the left side.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's actually meaning behind that. So if you go to Hawaii, you notice these things. That's how you can point them out.
Yeah. So I naturally put mine on the right side. Well, I guess because that's accurate, right?
Unless we're going for Bay. Remember we talking about Bay energy.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess you Bay energy to drum up Bay energy. Putting it on the right side so people know. Now, I have been talking a little bit about this thing called Bay energy. Now, I'm single obviously because my flower is on the right.
Me too.
Yes, our flowers are on the right. But I was having a discussion with her about my own 1215 moment where we're going to explain what 1215 is in shortly. Mm-hmm. But I was like, I have a lot of friends, people who just like to be at the Traphouse, and engage in conversation like I'm having with Jillian. But I said, I want like a Bay. I was like, how am I drumming up this energy to be more Bay-like?
You schooled me. I was like, this makes sense.
This messages.
This makes
if
sense.
someone's saying, oh, I think someone who should be blocked, but that's awkward, but we're not even going to. If someone who's watching can block that person because they've said like 2 crazy comments already. So, yeah. Anyway, Bay energy, right? That's what we were talking about. Just making the room for someone else to be
preparing for
someone else.
Attracting
like the law of attraction.
That type of energy, right?
Yeah.
So preparing spaces for this future person to come into.
Exactly. Hey, Natalie, I can't even see your question, but I know your face.
Hey, Natalie.
Yes. So, I was like, oh, yes, I need Bay energy. So, I had one chair at you guys can kind of see my chair, one of my chairs for my little mini dining table. And I said, I need 2 chairs. Because who am I supposed to eat with?
Right.
That means I'll be eating by myself. We try to move this to this side. We try to
the left.
Yeah,
to the left, but in a good way. Not the Beyonce way. We want to the left for the Bay energy. Yes.
Right? So we got 2 chairs, and she was such a sweetheart. She sent me these like awesome Bay. I call them Bay plates. Like no one else can eat off of these plates. They're like sexy.
I wish they were closer.
I wish they were closer to them when they're right there. They're right there. Maybe I'll show you guys as we're making our DIY and stuff like that, right?
But starter kit.
The starter. It was the starter kit.
Because it wasn't a full plate.
It wasn't a full plate. It was a nice little dessert plate. But they're square and have gold trim on the side. I definitely have to show you.
It's called tempered glass.
Yeah, and they curve on the side. So they're not just square. They're curved on the side.
Because you said you always wanted
the square plates, and they're clear on the bottom. It's kind of it's almost like walking on the those fancy clubs that you and you walk in and you see the fish
in the bottom.
Yes, that's exactly what it is, just for food.
Exactly,
with no fish on the bottom. I guess it's really not like it at all, but doesn't matter. The plates are here, and now we've been schooled on more big energy stuff with these flowers.
And and the Bay Energy's working?
We cannot confirm or deny.
All right. So we have to do a follow-up.
Yes, we will do a follow-up
when I get my own space and we get into my story, I'm going to have to start creating Bay Energy. I don't have Bay Energy space. Yes. I don't have space right now.
Now, tell us a little bit, why don't you have space? What's going on?
I'm officially a nomad, so I pretty much live out of my 2 suitcases. Well, like 2 bags and a backpack right now. So that leads into the 1215 movement.
Yes, it does.
What the 1215 movement was. So for people that don't know my story, in December of 2015, I was laid off my job. Pretty much called into a room and said, your services are no longer needed, and sent on my way. So from that point forward, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to take this as a sign. And I pretty much, my apartment was up in February. I said, I'm not renewing. I just packed my bags up and I said, I'm just going to live life. I'm just going to kind of go for it. I really don't have a plan right now, but I'm going for it. So in that process, I ended up starting my company called 1215 Consulting.
Okay.
So from that kind of spawned this idea of 1215 represents December 2015 for me, when my change moment happened. And it just kind of like a little light bulb moment. You know, it has those little, like, you feel like the little bubble comes out and it goes,
yes. Ding. Oprah calls it the aha moment.
The aha moment.
So this is your aha moment.
It was where I figured, 1215 represents December 2015 for me, which is a change moment, but everybody's got a change moment. It's like
everyone goes through changes.
Everyone goes through changes, and I'm just labeling it 1215 for me. So I said, wait a minute. I was watching a TV show, and you know how you have those Q codes or people talk on the CB radio?
Yeah.
And they say, what's your 20? Everybody knows what's your 20, right? What's your 20 is code for
where are you?
Where are you? What's your location?
Yeah.
Right? And so I said, well, what's your 1215? Everybody's life is made up of multiple 1215s. Everybody's got change moments where something happens that force their life or their train of thought into a whole new direction. So I wanted to create a platform to highlight these change moments. I think everybody has these great stories behind it. People can resonate with it. And this idea of like, what do people call it? Like suffering in silence. Yeah. I think a lot of people go through things and feel like you're the only one. Yeah. And you sit in that space and you kind of don't know how to move out of it. And if you can see one other person's story, one other person's journey to say,
wow, they made it through.
Right. Or they're going through it and I'm not the only one going through this. Like if you can resonate with that or you can do that, I feel that that's like such a huge, huge thing to have a huge impact with people. And plus I know some pretty awesome people like yourself.
Oh, thank you.
That I feel like the world needs to see and that they can learn from and get people's stories out there. So I know I'm not the only one, and it's a process for me. And I want to just share that with people. So that's what the 1215 movement is. It's all about change and highlighting this and realizing that, there's a story behind every change and there's an outcome with it too. And we got to share that with people and help each other get through this because, we only interviewed one person and she said one of the words of advice she gave is you only get one time around the sun. So we might as well make the most of it. We're in this together, right? So if you can help me and I can help you, then
get through this thing called life.
Right.
Shout outs to the purple one.
Right.
Rest in peace.
And it's purple. No coincidences.
No coincidences at all. If you guys are just joining us, we are here talking to Jillian about her awesome movement, the 1215 movement. Those who have been here with us, share with the little guy, that little guy in the corner.
Is that what that is? I don't even have Periscope. Look at that. I'm so not with the times.
You can get you
school me later.
Up to speed.
But that means a good thing.
Yes, that's a good thing. So give us hearts. She's new. So show her what this whole thing is about and share with your friends. And we are about to get into this DIY.
Okay.
As you guys can't see, but I will show you all of these flowers I got. Now, for those who are into festivals, music festivals, like many of us are, you got your Coachella. Rock the Bells, all types of different music. I mean, I'm a hip hop person, so my music festivals are going to be inherently hip hop based. But there's other music festivals going all over the summer. And if you are a flower girl, if you're in or a guy, you could be into flower crowns.
You can.
We're going to show you a very inexpensive way to create those awesome festival flower crowns. All right.
All right.
Now, what I'm gonna take mine off right now to just getting stuck in my hair.
Do you want me to show the
Yes,
blank one? Okay.
the blank one.
So this is
As I take this off my hair. Okay. Now, what we did I mess my hair?
Oh, I think you're good.
Okay, right? Now, many tutorials will show you to use this with wire and wire cutters and a whole bunch of other different things and stuff that you're not going to use again. Like, why buy a whole roll of wire when you are not a florist? And florists are not going to give you 2 strands of wire for your head, you know? We're about being economical and savvy and cool at the same time. So what I did was I went to my local Family Dollar, right?
I love the dollar store.
The dollar store. Dollar store crafts. Don't sleep on it.
Shout out.
Shout
Family
out.
Dollar Store. Where is it located?
I mean, everywhere.
Oh,
There's
okay.
Family Dollars everywhere. Or, I mean, in whatever your city or state, they have the equivalent Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, right.
Your local bodega, whatever, you know? They may not sell headbands at the bodega. I won't lie to you. But other dollar stores, you can certainly find something like that. So what I got was these headbands. These are just regular headbands. And what was so awesome about it is that it had elastic already attached to it. Yes, you love your Family Dollar. I love Family Dollar too. So these already had it a stretchy kind of elastic attached.
That's good because people have different shaped
heads.
Yes, I got a big head.
And also, this can also fit when you're having different hairstyles. If you're doing it with the wire, let's say your hair is down flat, right? And it's straightened or something. It's going to fit one way. And if you decide to go curly Sue, it's not going to fit. But at least with this, it will fit and you don't have to worry about measuring the size of your head because you're using wire.
And I like the fact that it has this little grip
thing.
Can
this
you
little
see that?
the grip because it's a headband,
right?
So it has the grip there, so it can stay on your hair, you know, and which is pretty awesome. Okay. I also got these flowers. You can use real flowers if you want to, but if you use real flowers, you're going to die, and your flower crown is going to last.
Not going to be a flower crown anymore.
It's just going to
go back to a headband.
Yeah, it's going to just last for the festival weekend, and you're only going to use it for one festival, basically. Right. But I got these this whole thing was like $1 each bouquet. So look at that. This is about 1, 2, 3, 4. So $4. So we're up to like $5 on this craft. It's gonna be for 2 people.
Right.
Now, what I did, I got started here, and I'm gonna get her started and get you guys started by doing this. Right. Also, if you don't find the headband that have the stretchy on it, you can use like a regular headband as well and just glue it straight on there. But these are really, really cool. So if you can find these are awesome. Hey, Chizzy. So,
Chizzy, hi Chizzy.
What another thing you're going to need? Oh, we have the wire cutters. Wire cutters, just so you can clip these a little bit easier. But you can use a really strong scissor as well. But wire cutter would be ideal. And hot glue. If you were watching Jillian's Facebook Live earlier today,
frantically searching.
I was frantically looking for my glue gun. Like, frantic. I was a mad woman in this house. If you do not find your hot glue gun, like I thought I almost did, you can use E6000, which is another strong adhesive, and it's not hot. But I like the hot glue gun because it just kind of gets on there a little bit faster. So you take your flour. Which do you have a color scheme you want to go with?
I don't have. I was gonna just freestyle.
You're gonna freestyle.
Totally
Okay.
freestyle.
So what?
A mix of colors. I was gonna get each color. Unless you were taking on.
No. I'm not gonna take all the pink. I was gonna do like an ombre.
You were gonna say. So you.
Yes.
So you're the pro at this DIY. So you had a whole concept. I'm total freestyle.
Okay. So pick your first one.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this white one.
This white one, right? So what you can do, since we have this one that has these awesome like hooped braided thing going on here.
Template. You have a whole template.
You can just stick it through here, right? And what I'm going to do, actually I'm going to separate the leaf from the flower, right? But we're going to start off with the flower, not the base leaf. Because we do want to add some green, so it could be like a whole flower crown versus just like how I just have it on the side. But we're going to take the flower, put it through the first hoop. As you get a little bit closer, you take your glue.
And be careful, it's hot glue.
It is hot, so be careful. You're gonna glue it right here to this base and pull it through, just so it's a little bit, you know, like right on there. It's hot.
Getting hot glue on your finger.
Oh, it burns.
Bad. And then it hardens up really fast.
So you have to move quickly.
Right.
Right, and you just kind of bring it in there.
Set it.
And set it. Not set it and forget it, because that's like the infomercials. But set it and set it. So this one is glued on. The thing with glue, hot glue, it tends to have like string of glue kind of like hanging around. So as you're still moving quickly, you make sure you're setting it so it's all kind of like flat, so you're not getting those stringy glue marks. Right? Okay. Gonna do the same thing. Now with your green, this is a little bit closer. There's no wire for you to pull through. So you're gonna just put the glue directly on that little base. Right? Pull the string. You're gonna put it right in the next hole. Or you can just put it, if you're using the regular headband, you could just glue it straight onto it.
I like that, putting it in the next one. Very nice.
Yeah, so you get like a little, a bouquet, a bunch on your head.
And then you can put the next flower right in.
Yeah, and you can do that as well. And you can kind of go along on how you want.
All right.
Okay?
Starter kit. I like it.
So I'm going to continue to put a couple more here on this. I'm doing an ombre, so yeah. Let me.
Okay. Maybe I'll just go red and white, Jervis.
Red and white is cool, and don't forget to add like these cool little.
Baby's breath.
Yes.
I don't know why. Why did I whisper that?
Because like babies, like baby.
I don't know. Okay. It sounded like I had effect there, but
it makes sense.
Then I heard myself, and I was like, "Why are you?"
I'm not judging you.
Okay. All right.
I'm not judging.
Good. This is a judgment-free zone. I appreciate that.
Yes. Now that brings me to what we were speaking about earlier today. Before the show started,
they're gonna help us with this discussion.
Yes, Jillian and I were listening to some.
No, we weren't listening to it. Somebody was driving by and played it. It was playing outside.
That's what happened?
Yeah, I know nobody in this space was playing said music. Somebody was going by playing this music.
Yes, they were playing Too Close.
By Next. I would say give a heart if you like that. I just want to know who's watching who actually likes the song.
I mean, I hate the song. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys.
She's going to break into her voice.
I hate Next's Too Close. Like, you're crying. Like, I never liked it as when it first came out. And I still don't like it.
I think we talked about it as like when you think about you go to like parties and they break into like the 90s or the old school. That's like one of the top songs that plays
every time. Every single like it never fails. Like you're always
the time.
That and This Is How You Do It.
Montel Jordan.
I'm sorry. I mean, I don't think Montel Jordan is listening right now because he like runs like a ministry.
I mean, if he was, shout out
to him.
To Montel, yeah, hey.
For his 12-15 and not because he changed his ways. He changed his ways.
No.
And he like runs like a youth ministry in Atlanta, I believe.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So Joe, he doesn't perform that song anymore?
He doesn't perform at all.
Oh, at all? Okay.
Yeah, like he like sings like he's like a pastor.
Well then.
So he sings.
How would you? This is no, I don't want to do
no,
that. Would be a bad joke.
Like,
that was gonna be a bad joke.
Like yeah, you don't do anything.
Yeah,
like none of that.
So we were trying to think of the top 3 like annoying songs that when the old school comes on, you just like you're in the vibe, and then you just when you hear it, you stop.
You're like over it,
and then you just like leave the dance floor. So we came up with those 2. I was throwing songs out like she threw out Poison.
See, I didn't see. Don't do that to me.
I threw it out there.
I threw it out there because it just gets played all the time. Not that I hate it.
It does get played a lot.
I have to be clear.
Okay.
So I don't get hate mail.
I don't want you to get hate mail, but we need to know what a third is. We need you guys to give us
feedback. You said Return of the Mac, so
I did say that.
You do deserve hate mail for that. You do. Like,
it's love-hate though. Like,
you cannot.
When it comes on, it's like, really though? I don't know. I'll take feedback on it. That's fine.
People can't hate Return of the Mac though.
Like,
I feel like that's the best post breakup song.
That's the voice that you make and you hear in your head when you hear too. That's their actual voice. But
it's good. It's good. Return of the Mac.
Okay. You guys tell us. I mean, what's a third song that will go in there, because we can't seem to agree on what an appropriate next song to go into that spectrum would be.
I feel like Return of the Mac is great when you're maybe not a full-fledged breakup song. But you and, this is going against Bay energy.
Right.
But if you and Bay are going through some things,
right.
they think you soft. They playing games. And you just gotta show up one day and just be like, you know what? I'm still a G. I'm still
when I tried on that.
Yes.
In the background, yes, I did. Like that's what you need to turn on. All right. I can give you that.
You think that I can't find nobody else.
Right.
Return of the Mac.
Boom.
The Mac is here.
Is back.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I can give you that. I'm having hot glue gun tendril action here. I think partly from your stuff too. All right. Let's set this in here. Okay. So we can agree that. But you guys tell us. Seriously, what is a song that comes on when you're at these house parties or when you're out at the club?
Yeah. You know what? Another song. This is gonna be.
You gonna get hate mail?
I may get hate mail for this. Okay. Right.
Go ahead. This is
really,
a long pause.
I'm
concerned now
because it's like certain parts I like, certain parts I love, certain parts I hate.
Okay.
I have a love-hate with Back That Ass Up. I know.
That's gonna be a tough one.
But the thing is, I love Cash Money taking over for the 99 and 2000.
The intro.
That's I say that in my everyday life. I say that at least once a week.
The intro does go pretty. Everybody knows the intro. Everybody
so I believe it.
Knows that. Okay.
But I'm just
the people down south might have an issue with that.
Possibly. I think people from all over, because a lot of people do love that song. But my mama loves me, so I don't need your judgment.
I can understand that. I can understand it though. But here's the real question: when you hear it, do you still head for the dance floor? Do you still?
Sometimes, but I haven't heard it in the club in a long time, or in a party, I should say, because I don't really go to the club like that anymore.
Me either.
Yeah, so I haven't heard it in quite a while.
I do still. I have it's on my playlist.
Yeah, it has to be there.
Right.
Now, gotta make sure your hot glue strings.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about that in 2 seconds, right?
Okay, cool.
So as you're gluing them, right, you'll still have these stems going on, and it's I can't fit this on my head. This is when the wire cutters come in, and you cut them off. But you don't want to cut them off too prematurely, especially when the glue is setting, because you don't want it to pop out.
How does that happen? It does what? Pop out? You want it to pop out?
Well, no, you don't want it to pop off. I should say off of the
of the headband.
Off the headband.
Uh-oh. Sorry about that.
So you just clip off the bottom wires.
I'm still making this. So I'm still working on this here.
Oh, that's fine.
I haven't. Oh, I'm not even gonna say that. I was gonna say I'm doing well. I haven't burnt myself, but now watch me. But something's gonna happen.
Okay. You just clip it off, and you, like I said before, you can totally use this with real flowers, but just know you have an expiration date.
Right. And then by day 3, you're walking around with dead flowers on your.
But if you like it, I love it.
Right. Okay. Freestyling here.
So I'm working on to the next part of the ombre. But you repeat this process until you have an entire crown.
Crown full.
And I wonder how much these sell, because at H&M, I know H&M has.
They make these?
Yeah. Oh. And Forever 21.
Well, definitely for more than what did all this cost? This is what, we spent $6 for 2 of these?
Not even $5.
$5 for 2 of these? So this is a $250 job. Definitely for more than $250 they sold.
Yeah, and then and that's because I have an array of colors.
Oh, that's a good word.
Yeah.
Array is a great word.
That's that Catholic school education kicking in. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Grandma.
Oh,
Thanks,
shout out.
Dad.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
How are you? Okay. All right, so we were talking about 90s music.
Yes.
Do you have like a favorite? Like if you go to, so if you go to a house party or you go to a party and it's 90s themed, because we just love 90s music. You go to a party and it's 90s themed. What song has to be played?
Anything from
Like it's gotta be like if that song doesn't play that night, then that you would consider
that
that party
like lost.
Right, like that party was like not a real 90s party.
It would have to be like bad boy rap. Like that's what it would have to be.
Cause yeah, that's your
That's my thing.
Your thing.
I went to the Bad Boy family reunion concert and I got my whole life. Like my whole life.
You periscoped about it.
I periscope, Snapchat, everything about it. And like I said, I was like somebody's old auntie because I am somebody's
and
old
you dressed up.
And
like,
I dressed
you
up.
had a theme outfit, which by the way was, if you haven't seen it, you need to go check it out. Like
it was
Amy does what it was
DIY.
It was pretty amazing. It was pretty epic. And
There's
then
more flowers there.
if you did and then you did a video that we will claim and say sparked
the Can't You See
Can't You See
Challenge.
I have no problem saying it.
I wonder, is that still a thing? Because I mean, I know people were talking about like last week, but the internet is so fleeting,
Right.
That
everything's got a life cycle.
Yeah,
right?
like is it done? I don't know. Hopefully it's not done.
But I feel like if you guys haven't seen it, you all need to go check it out because it was pretty epic. Where were you when you were doing that, by the way?
The video?
Yeah, when you were.
I was at a.
What hallway or what space were you dancing down?
I was at a conference for a publication that I write for, Blavity.com. So that's
shout out to Blavity.
Yeah,
shout out to Blavity.
That's what happened. I was there doing a Snapchat takeover, and I was gonna Snapchat the show. So that's kind of what happened. But that is like, if a 90s party is happening, like that is what I need to hear. How about yourself?
So see, you. I mean, I need to hear some. I was gonna say Poison, but you kind of made me think twice about it.
You can still listen to Poison.
I think.
Don't let me steal your joy.
I think anything that. What else?
Wait, anything what?
That, so Poison, some Belle Biv DeVoe.
Okay.
I think hearing what else? Some SWV.
Okay.
I like some SWV in there. There's just so much good music in the 90s.
SWV, do you get jiggy with Brownstone?
I love me some Brownstone. I do love some Brownstone. What was the other one that always comes on that we do? Tell me, Groove Theory.
Oh,
you gotta hear the Groove Theory song.
Yes.
When you hear that bass line, that doom, 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 and then she comes in with her,
yeah.
Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lose my mind just a little bit.
If you want to feel old right now, right? Because
Okay.
we were talking about feeling old and such. That song celebrated its 20th like anniversary of its release.
20 years.
20 years. Don't know where you were 20 years ago, but
Damn. 20 years?
20 years.
Where is Groove? Does anybody know where Groove Theory is by any chance? Anything about?
I don't know. You know what? A couple years ago they did Summer Stage.
They performed together.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it together? Wait. Was there 2 of them? Or
Yeah, it's 2 of them.
There is 2 of them, right? Okay.
But I think he's just like the producer, but she's like.
And he just got a couple ad-libs in on the.
I don't even think he's singing. I don't know. They're a group, but I don't know.
Okay.
I just know
20 years.
Yes.
It's been 20 years. Damn. What is it? 20, 16, 2000, 98. Damn. No. I'm bad at math. That's horrible. 96.
Yeah.
Damn. How old were you in 96? Do you want to talk about that?
I can talk about it.
96.
I was in the 6th grade, so that made me 11.
96. So I was look, I have to calculate my. Oh no, I was a freshman. Oh my goodness, I was freshman in high school. Damn.
Oh, so you can actually like relate to the song. You were like in like with somebody.
I was 14. I was 14, like 14, 15.
You were like writing notes.
Right. Going to like the skating rink and stuff. So I grew up in Guam. If anybody, what is it? Somebody saying something? If anything, was
oh yes, group theory is great.
Yeah, they are. So if anybody from Guam is watching, so it's Friday morning in Guam. It's the future.
It is the future.
It's the future in Guam right now. But that's where I went to high school and grew up, and I want to say we had a skating rink called Skates and Blades.
Skates and Blades. So they let you have skates
and rollerblades.
Awesome.
Skates and Blades, and yep. I definitely remember that song.
Now, how was that? How was growing up in
Guam?
In Guam.
Growing up on an island. So Guam is really small. So I'm from Hawaii. So we can just even get into this issue. So I'm from Hawaii. And Guam is like just a much smaller version of Guam. It's like 37 miles long. 10 miles wide at the widest point. Like that's it. How big is like all the boroughs together is probably what 20 miles? Like I don't know.
It's huge.
But damn near the size of Guam is what I'm trying to get at with it. Yeah, so it was just, everyone kind of thinks about the islands. They're like, oh, how could you leave the beach and how could you do this? I love it, but, you can only drive us so far before you gotta turn around and go back.
Yeah.
And you have nowhere else to kind of really
explore.
Go. Right. And you just, when I got older and went out and could go out, you start to see the same people over and over and over and over again. So when I was growing up there, though, the legal drinking age was 18. So, started probably a little bit earlier than 18, but it was 18, so you could go out much earlier and go party and stuff like that. But it's a beautiful island. They just had Festpac. It was called Festpac. It's like the Olympics of the Pacific. So every 4 years it happens, and it was held in Guam this year. So you have like 27 different countries that came to the island to celebrate the Pacific Island culture. They competed. They showcased their culture. They put on lots of like shows and fashion shows. It was awesome. I'm bummed that I missed it. I was in Colombia at the time. But it was huge deal for the island. Right.
Like I wasn't in Guam because I was in Colombia and
okay, so I didn't think about it until I said it, but when I said it out loud, now I'm like, okay, you're right. But it was 2 weeks of people just from all over, from New Zealand, from Fiji, from just showing up to just showcase their culture, their lifestyle, and compete and stuff. And they just kind of took over my tiny island, and everybody loved it, but it only happens every 4 years, and this year Guam got to host it, so it's not going to happen again until 2020. And the rumors are that it will be in Hawaii, possibly, but we'll see. But, it was really, you get island fever. But you're from the islands, right?
Yeah. I mean, but it's a little bit different when it's, not a part of the United States.
So it's a territory. So it's like what Puerto Rico is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same thing. I do remember initially when I'm growing up there. So here's a funny thing, that we used to get stuff on a delay. So like TV and stuff, there was no like lots of live TV. So when I would be home, I would would be in Guam. I would like watch TV, and then I would go like to Hawaii for Christmas or for like the summertime, where everything was live and more active. And then I would come home back to Guam after the summer, and it'd be on a 2-week delay. So all the shows that were being shown on TV were things that I had already seen when I was in Hawaii.
So it's like this week's episode is 2 weeks behind.
Right. So I would come back and just be like, oh, now I'm just behind and missing things. Or I'm like, I already seen this, but on on island it was like what was current. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
did you see that episode?
Like I can tell you what happened.
Like 4 weeks ago.
Right. Exactly. So. Those were kind of things early on. Obviously, Guam now is much more progressive with times, but the time changes so different. I'm telling you, it's Friday morning there. So when you want to watch things like the Super Bowl or things that are going on live here,
you have to
get like sometimes like super early, 3 o'clock in the morning to watch. If you were really into college football and you want to follow like the bowl games and stuff like that, you'd have to get up like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning to watch and be live with all that kind of stuff. So, that stuff is still, we can't get around that. Time change is time change. But other than that, it was really, you get to go to the beach all the time. So people talk about camping. Here's the funny thing. So people here, when you go camping, they talk about camping like in the woods and tents and things like that.
Yes, you camp on the beach.
On the beach.
So when you camp on the beach, I mean, I've never gone camping. Like,
Okay.
I always wanted to go camping.
Okay.
But camping on the beach,
You don't feel like that counts, or how does that work?
yeah, like I just feel like you just like do bonfires. Like you do bonfires all the time.
You do make fires on the beach, yes. But we still put our tents up. You put our tents up on the sand, and you go. And I remember we would go. We go out and go fishing. So you would go and go catch fresh fish. I can remember my dad and uncles would go out and do like set traps to catch like shrimp and lobster and stuff. And then you come in and you just grill fresh fish right there on the beach, and you sleep on the beach. I don't know. Tents and everything. We still do tents and stuff. So that part doesn't change. Sorry, I'm like hot glue gun tendrils everywhere. But yeah, so you just camp out on the beach and do stuff there. Burned. There it is. I called it too early.
But you know what? You got far.
I did.
Without a burn. That's
without a burn.
A lot of people can't do that with hot glue. Hot glue is really one of those acquired feelings.
Right. Or you just have somebody else do it. You're just like, I'm not hot glue gun certified. This will have to be taken care of by somebody else. I'm going to do it. So, okay. All right. I'm not progressing as fast as you are, but I'm getting
I was 2 flowers ahead.
You were ahead of me. That's very true.
Like Guam.
Touche. Oh my goodness. And she showed me how to use in case anybody doesn't know, because I'm sure there's more people. So I was trying to use the wire cutters, and I was cutting with
the tip. Yeah, that's this is what you use to like, especially like with
the
jewelry.
learning moment.
You would put this, right? Like this is what you use to like bend the jewelry and hoops and things. And then this is this little circle right there that you can see.
That's the actual cutters.
That's the part where you cut.
Yeah. So I learned something new. Look at that. Learned something about the cutting.
That's what it's about. Learning at the Traphouse. So as you can see, my crown is coming to a close. I have about 2 more flowers I want to put here.
I've got like 10 more to go.
I mean,
okay.
You'll be able to see her updated flower
when I'm done.
When she's done,
yeah.
And I mean, we may not be able to see it on the show when she's done or when you're done.
Right.
But they'll be able to find it and find you where.
Okay, so you can. I have so many things going on right now. So you can find me on Facebook. So it's Jillian Gomes. You can find me on Facebook at Jillian Gomes. You can follow the 1215 movement on every platform. So Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's all at the 1215 movement. And then if you want to follow me personally on Instagram, I'm at It's Jilly Baby. ITSJILLYBABY. At It's Jilly Baby. For my Instagram. I will be definitely putting this on my personal Instagram once this is completed. Might need your help clipping some of this stuff because I don't think I clipped it close enough.
I feel like I have to. I'm trying to think what musical festival.
I mean, Coachella is like the first thing I think of when I think of this stuff.
But that would be like next year because Coachella
has already happened. What's left to happen? If you were to go to Austin, shout out to anyone in Austin. I love Austin. I lived there for 8 years. You can go to ACL, the Austin City Limits Music Festival. I always would think about that because my apartment complex was Austin City Lights. Okay. So, but Austin City Limits Music Festival, you could wear this there. You could totally do that there. That's in October time frame. You could do that. What else? Burning Man. Is that a music festival or is that just some kind of set of fire in the desert?
I think they're just in the desert.
Oh, okay.
Like, has anybody been to Burning Man? I mean, if you've been to Burning Man,
let us know.
Let us know
what the deal is.
Because every time I see pictures of Burning Man, I think about California Love
and Max.
Mad Max.
That's exactly what I think about when I think about Burning Man. Or at least that's what I think they're doing out there. Is real Mad Max-like activity. So
if you're not doing Mad Max things, let us know for sure.
Right.
Because we're clearly our imagination is just running wild and not really,
Is it even a music? It has nothing to do with music. I don't even know. Okay,
I know they build stuff.
Okay.
So I mean, I should just go out there for the DIY aspect of it all. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I want to just go to Burning Man and just DIY everything.
Everything. Maybe add some flowers. Maybe add some color.
Yeah, but I mean, I hear things like they don't have like a restroom.
Oh,
like I don't know.
Just go in the desert.
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot going on.
That could be.
To do Burning Man.
That could be.
Well, but it also could just be my imagination. I'm not sure.
So somebody let us know for sure at some point. Comment or send us a a message letting us know exactly what Burning Man is, or your experience of it, I should say. 'Cause I'm sure we could Google it, but we want firsthand accounts of what's going on there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Moving and shaking. So what other? I think when I saw you what did you make the last time?
The last time it was my mom. She was.
Right. What did you make?
We made Mother's Day cards out of vegetable scraps.
Vegetable scraps. I missed that episode.
Yes.
Vegetable scraps. Okay.
So when you go your juice, your celery, and things like that,
Oh.
that's what we did.
Okay. Did she enjoy that?
Yes, they did. Because my grandmother's definitely not a craftsy person. She was just like, oh, this is so great. I haven't done crafts since the war. But I don't know what war she's talking about because I don't know. And she didn't say the war at all. I definitely just made that up myself. Sorry.
You added that in for
effect.
I
added it,
For effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, here you have it. I'm going to just clip off some of the extra little wires that I told you about in the beginning. Right?
This is actually starting to look like something pretty decent, though.
It is. It looks great.
All right.
Now, about 12:15,
yes.
I have a question for you. And this is my favorite part of the show.
Okay.
It is Trap Star Trivia.
Uh-oh.
And
Uh-oh.
I ask you a question, and you...
Is this going to give me hate mail?
No, it's not going to get you hate mail.
Oh, okay.
It's a pop culture, rap culture related question, urban pop culture.
Okay.
Recently, in the news, like I said, this is my flower crown. I'm going to let it completely set some before I put it on my head. Stretch it over my big bun. But this is what it would look like on my head. Okay? Well, I'll wear it this way.
That is nice.
That's my flower crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if your hair was down too? Kind of
Yeah.
over that?
That's what I'm going to do
nice.
Later on. So I'll definitely
take photos.
Update that
shoot.
on my
Flower
Instagram and such.
All right.
Well, we've been talking about 12:15 and turning points and just different things people are doing with their lives.
Right.
Recently, it was revealed that the jingle for McDonald's was actually written by a rapper.
Wow. Okay, so I'm out of the loop.
Which rapper was it?
Okay. Can I get a multiple choice?
No.
Damn. Okay.
Because I am certain that was a turning point for him. Even though we're just finding that about that now.
I'm so out of the loop.
McDonald's money is something different.
I'm out of the loop. Okay, I can't get one hint. Give me one clue. It can be very ambiguous. I'm so out of the loop. Just give me one clue. One clue. Anybody watching?
I can't even think of a clue to give you. Dang. I don't even know.
Okay. Is it like a 90s rapper?
No.
It's a newer generation? Or way further back?
No. Not new. Definitely not new.
Okay.
But not 90s either.
Not 90s, but not new. But he wrote the McDonald's jingle?
Yeah.
What?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Okay. And it's a rapper?
Yes.
Rapper producer?
Rapper. Okay, my one hint to you is Pharrell. That's all I can say. But it's not Pharrell.
Pharrell? It's not Jay-Z.
Nope.
Oh. That's too new. Pharrell. Pharrell's rapping is so good. Can't be Snoop Dogg, is it?
Nope.
All right. Who is it then?
Pusha T.
Shut up.
Yeah.
The grind.
Yes.
Grinding.
Grinding. Yes. Grinding.
Who
Pusha
knew
T.
that? Did you know? Did you do that?
They just said it last week. That's why.
When did he? What?
That's what they said.
Why did that even? How and when did that even come out? Why did that even come out?
I don't know. Maybe it came out. Someone mentioned that it. I guess they don't use the song anymore.
Right.
So, I guess it could come out because
it's not going to mess with his cred,
cred or McDonald's cred. And, it's kind of hard to sell the things that they sell when
he's talking about grind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know. I did not know that. That is.
But now you know.
So he's been getting McDonald's residual money.
McDonald's residual money.
Oh, wow.
So if he was here with us, he would certainly say that was his $12.50.
Right.
Like, that has to be a change of
How do you think that conversation, how did he even get in the door with that? Like, how do you even think that even, who hooked that up? I don't know. And when did that did that happen before, what was the group that he was in? What was this?
Him and his brother, Clips.
The Clips. Was that pre?
I don't know.
Clips?
I just know that he wrote it.
Dang. All right. I'm going to use that now. That's it. That's your Traphouse Trivia / Snapple fact.
Yes.
That you can give now.
That.
Did you know who? Okay.
Did you know who?
Here, I have a Snapple fact for you. Snapple cat fact. Did you know that cows will walk up the stairs? They will walk upstairs, but they won't walk down. Did you know that? You want to know why? Because they can't see the stairs. You see where their eyes are, and they can't see the stairs. They won't walk like downstairs. Swear to God.
Who's putting cows on their steps? Anyway,
I'm just saying that's what the facts.
And I feel like that's something that you only find out when you live in Texas.
Well, you know what? Possibly. It was on the back of a Snapple cap, though. When I say a Snapple cap,
that's it.
That was on the back of a Snapple cap.
I also feel like there needs to be verification on Snapple facts.
Well, we can. You know what? When we're done, we're gonna Google it, or somebody watching, Google it. Let us know if it's true or not. But I believed it ever since.
Well, guys,
I like it.
The flower crown is complete. I cleaned up the ends, the edges. I'm ready to go. Being a festival girl, you're very close to the end. You just have to kind of like
more. Clip and go. Add a couple more.
Clip and go. Like I said, you can do your own kind of pattern, whatever way you want to do this. It could be ombre. It could be multiple. It could be just on one side. It could be just on two sides. Whatever. It's how you want to do it. And this costs less than $5 at the dollar store. Way less than $5. So you can do this at home. Okay, guys?
I like it. I'm going to fill mine in a little bit. I'll make a final picture once I get done with it.
And then that'll be it. I want to thank Jillian for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited. Look.
I'm feeling on the... She's getting her Kiki Shepherd on while she's rubbing the couch. And I will tell you where you can find me. My name is AV. This is the show, The Traphouse with AV. You can find this on YouTube, on iTunes, and www.thetraphousewithav.com. All my social media handles are AV Does What. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Snapchat, Periscope.
All of them.
All of the
social medias.
All the social medias.
And I've enjoyed being here.
Via AV Does What. And also, if you would like to craft with me, we have events coming up for AV Does What.
I'm so excited we're going to miss this.
I'm very sad that you're going to miss this. We are doing an embroidery class inspired by Beyonce.
Queen Bee, who was just here.
Just in New York. She should have stopped by. But
we could have made lemonade.
I completely understand why she couldn't stop by yesterday. You know, the weather wasn't that great. She has to do her job.
Right.
So Beyonce, I forgive you.
It's okay.
But if you would like to join me for our Cause I Slay embroidery, I told you never. Don't call.
It never.
I was almost done. That's how you know. This is close. You never know what's gonna happen at the Trap House, right? So yes, you can join me. I'm gonna put the link below. Cause I Slay. / Well, it's bit.ly. bit.ly/Cause I Slay. Or you can go to avdoeswhat.com /events. So you can see the entire event calendar. Alright, guys? So, until next time.
See you later.
Bye.